hello there, beautiful brown girl family. Hello there, beautiful. It is Monday. We are back with another episode of Brown Conversations. Y'all get on in here and let us know that you are watching. Well, hi there, Not Sab.
Hello, Kimberland. Hello. No, I am not Sab. And before anybody freaks out, I'm just sitting in for the week. Don't worry. Hello.
So excited to have you. We're going to do our official introduction in just a little bit because the folks are probably like, wait a minute, that's not who was in the picture. So we will give y'all all of those updates. But first, we want to make sure that y'all are getting in here and letting people know that they need to be here for this brown conversation. Okay. So we see you all coming in. Make sure you go ahead and introduce yourself in the comments. Let us know where you are watching from. If this is your very first time hanging out with us on Brown Conversations, we want to know that as well. We love to celebrate our first timers. So also, if you're an OG, I always, forget to shout us out. If you are OG, type OG in the comments, okay? Because we want we want to shout you out as well. So we have some folks. We see Irma is here in the house. Irma's been hanging out with BBG fam all weekend, I heard.
Yes, she has.
So excited to have you here, Irma. And Lakia is here, always hanging out with us on Brown Conversations. We have our Kayla, I'm gonna say. Correct me in the comments if I messed that up. But hey, beautiful, so excited to have you. We have Gina, who is here from Ruston, Washington, over there on the Pacific Coast. Okay. And then we have Sarah is here from St. Louis. So
Sarah's always
excited to
hanging out
have her.
too.
Nice, nice. Oh, Lakia said she had the pleasure of meeting you during virtual Friendsgiving. So
Hello,
I'm gonna
Lakia.
let you tell the people about that too in a little bit.
Got you.
Okay. Yes, we have Genevieve who is here from South Florida. We've got Karen OG Ballard, okay, over there on the West Coast holding it down. Lakia wanted to make sure we know that she's an OG too. Okay, she is up in this piece. All
Irma
right.
said she's a baby OG.
That works. We got Robin in here. Hey there. Hey, beautiful. We have Nisha who is here. First timer.
Yes.
Oh, first time in Spirit Fingers. So excited to have you, man. Y'all are coming in so quickly. Renita is also a first timer.
What?
Hey, beautiful. So excited to have you. Okay, my goodness. So, y'all, make sure if you're watching and you haven't already introduced yourself in the comments, put your information in the comments. Let people know where you're watching from. This is a community here, so we love to have everybody seeing who's in their area. This is how we build connections, okay? So make sure that you let us know where you're watching from. Again, if this is your very first time hanging out with us on Brown Conversations, we want to know that as well. And if you are an OG, we definitely shout you out. I'm going to go ahead and do our official welcome so that we can get into the show. Welcome to Brown Conversations. This is our virtual platform where we talk about all things brown girl related. We're here to connect you to other like minded women and give you a platform to share your voice in the brown conversations that matter to us and those we care about. We invite you to follow Beautiful Brown Girls and follow us individually as we take this journey through life. My name is Kimberland, and I come to you from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I am a educational advocate and consultant. I am an author. I am a blogger. I actually wrote a blog, y'all, this past week. Like it's been a while, so you gotta go check it out. But anyways, I'm excited to be here, and I am one of your hosts tonight.
And I am not Sab, for those of you that tune in regularly. My name's Aisha. A lot of you may know me from Hey Beautiful. Some of you I saw at Friendsgiving. It is good to see you again. It is good to be here. I am subbing for Sab this week, and I'm so excited. I am a mom, a wife. I am also an educator. I work with elementary age kids. I am an advocate for early, uh, early. Engagement in gifted. I am also a painter. Now I've added that to my repertoire. Some of my paintings behind me. I am a dancer, a sometimes model and actor, and today, this week, your co-host for Brown Conversations. And I'm so happy to
Child,
be here.
Aisha, you doing it all and then some, sis. Like, my
Trying.
gosh,
I'm fitting it
my
all.
gosh.
I'm fitting it all in between the little cracks of life here. Just trying.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So excited to have you. We've been at this for a while here, so excited to be sharing space with you today.
Yes.
I did want to make an announcement, so y'all might be wondering if Sab is okay. Sab is okay. Sab's birthday was actually yesterday. So she is celebrating. Happy birthday, Sab. We love
Happy
you. We
birthday,
miss
Sab.
you. We hope you turn it up. Turn it.
You know she
Okay.
did. You know she did. Don't play.
So feel free to tag Sab in the comments and tell her happy birthday, and she'll get all of these alerts, right? To know that her beautiful brown girl family loves her, and we are sending her all the best birthday wishes that there are out there. Okay. So we do have some announcements before we get started. The first announcement, you heard Aisha talking about Friendsgiving, right? And there was all kinds of stuff. I mentioned that Irma was hanging out with us all weekend. There are all of these things that are happening here at Beautiful Brown Girls. And the way that you can really get connected to everything that we're doing is by going to our members VIP network. So if you go to members.beautifulbrowngirls.com, you will be able to get connected with us and see all of the plethora of things that we do on a weekly basis. Okay, it is so much. And you also get connected to ladies that are in your particular areas and just really get to stretch yourselves and get with us in all the meaningful ways. Okay. So definitely want to make sure that you all get connected. Again, it is only, I want to say it's $25, right?
25
For
for
an
the
entire
year.
for a year. Okay. So go ahead, click that link, come right back because we got a show. Okay. But we have to make sure that we pointed that out. Also, want to remind you all that we are in the middle of our crowdfunding campaign right now. So, again, we are raising money to create our own app and to keep the types of things that we do here on Beautiful Brown Girls affordable, right? So, if you go to the website and you click or search crowdfunding, everything will come up. There'll be images, there'll be captions, there'll be hashtags, like all the things that you want to be able to do that you don't even have to think about anymore because we did it for you. And when you donate, you get a special prize. So I'm going to let the sometimes model over there show us what that will be. And here we have Aisha coming down the runway with a crisp white, beautiful brown girls logo tee. You can see the navy and the brown, and it is just so beautifully hugging her body. We thank you, Aisha, for being our model today. So that's your prize if you your reward, if you will, when you donate. So definitely spread the word. Let people know. Again, share that on your page so that people can know about all of the amazing things we're doing. Okay. Whew. That was a mouthful.
That's a lot. That's a lot, but it's worth it. And I love we mentioned the Friendsgiving there. It's y'all come on. Keep the doors open. Get your t-shirt. Rock that you are a proud, beautiful brown girl. Come do the yoga, the Friendsgiving, the sip and paints. They had a cocktail mixing the other day.
I'm so jealous.
I need they had a cocktail I need to get the recipe of ASAP. So come get
Yes.
all this goodness, please.
All the goodness. Okay. So, you ready to jump into this show, girl?
Yes, ma'am. Let's do this.
Let's do this. So, we always start the show off with our new releases. It's important to us to make sure we are watching quality things on the television. Okay. So, first up here,
We got King Richard.
did you watch
Did
it?
you watch? I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I had every intention to watch it, and then life, small human living in my house that needed things. I didn't get to it, but I will. If you don't know, this is King Richard. It is the story of Richard Williams, the father of the amazing Venus and Serena Williams, and all the things that he did to bring them up to where they are. The story of just kind of how he helped get them to be who they are today, played by the incomparable Will Smith. Say what you want about his rapping, his acting skills, though on point there. It is currently showing on HBO Max, and it came out on Saturday, the 19th.
On the 19th.
On the 19th and on Saturday. So if you got HBO Max, that's going to be a good one to check out. And even if you don't have HBO Max, do that 7-day free trial and then watch it and then cancel the trial.
And catch up on Insecure while you're there.
There you go.
So I did see it. I loved it so much. I love Will Smith as an actor, period. But the way that he embodied the role, I felt like he really did a great job of capturing her father. I had forgotten that it was Will acting, like while I was watching the show.
He has that ability.
Yeah, it was really good. And the girls that played Venus and Serena, they were phenomenal as well. I didn't even realize that they had 5 girls. So that was something. Yeah, they had 5. He has 5 daughters. So that was interesting to watch the dynamics of the family. Anjanae Ellis played the mom. Some of you may remember, she's been in lots of things. She was in Lovecraft Country, and she also played Maddie Moss Clark. So a lot of people were like talking about her acting in that one, but she did an amazing job. She plays the mom. So I even shed a couple tears at the end. I was like, man.
Okay, now I'm even more excited. I'll be watching it this week.
Yeah, so y'all definitely got to check it out. But one of the things also, while I was watching the press that was going around for the movie, I also came to my understanding that Will Smith has dropped a new book. How many of y'all got this book? First of all, let me say that the illustrator is B. Mike, which is a famous artist, graffiti artist in New Orleans. So I was here for that or whatever.
All over that.
All over it. But because I'm trying to decrease like my footprint, and I've got bags and things, and I don't want to keep adding stuff, I got the audiobook. Let me tell you. That's the way that you need to go. That thing, to listen to Will tell his story in his voice, it is just so amazing. And there's been a lot of controversy around Will Smith and his marriage and all of these kinds of things, but they are saying that this is the best autobiography ever. Oprah said it's the best one that she's ever read in her life.
That's some big words to say there.
Yeah, I am on, I want to say chapter 5, and I have been in here like I'm doing whatever, and he's telling the story, and I'm like, what? Oh, heck no. While I'm listening to him tell the story, like he's talking to me, like it feels like you're immersed in the story. So
I'm so glad to hear that it's him telling the story, because it's so much better when you hear the memoir, the autobiography from the person. I don't want to hear somebody else try to speak your voice. I want to hear you. So I got one. I'm listening to one right now with Trevor Noah. So as soon as I finish that, or maybe I'll listen to them both together, but I'll get that on Audible.
It's worth it. I'm telling you, it really is. And one of the things, of course, his name is Will, right? And he's named after his father. But another reason that he wanted to name the book Will is because he talks about having the will to be able to live. Someone mentioned that they didn't know that he struggled with mental illness. having the will to be able to achieve your dreams. So, as we are getting close to wrapping up this year, and really, I think a lot of people are reflecting right now. We're about to go to Thanksgiving, and people are thinking about what they're grateful for. We wanted to ask you all, what will do you have now that you want to focus on in 2022 after everything that you've learned about yourself over the past 2 years? I just kind of lumped 2019 and 2020 together in
They blended
2021.
together
Like it was
anyway.
just, when were they, right? But what are some of the things that you now have a will to do that you didn't have before?
I tell you what, I've got the will to get out of my comfort zone more, and to come out of my shell in ways that prior to 2019 I'd have been like, nope, I'm over here in the corner, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but it just showed me that I got to come out of my comfort zone, because nothing is promised and things will change at the drop of a dime. And I don't ever want to have to say, I wish I had blank.
Hmm. I feel that.
That's me.
Yeah, I feel that. I would say that the will that I want to focus on in 2022 is choosing peace,
Hmm.
love, and joy, period. If something does not bring me peace and joy, and I can't do it with a loving heart, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it really is. I want to focus on that because I feel like I've spent so much time living for other people, and I really want to live for me and live, like do
Yeah.
things and go places, hence being in Mexico,
And
like,
people, if
yes.
not just if the things aren't bringing me peace, but if the people aren't bringing me peace,
Mm,
I tell you what, I cut a few loose in between 2019 and 2020
that
that I,
part.
prior to 2019, I would not have expected to cut loose. But
Yeah.
I needed to, and I did, and I feel lighter afterwards. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if the event is not bringing me peace, if the people are not bringing me peace, thank you for the season. It's time to go.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
girl, I feel that. I got goosebumps, girl. I was like, listen, right? A lot of times we hold on to people and things and stuff because of history, as opposed to really figuring out if
Mm,
it is serving us, right?
yeah,
So I totally feel that. And yo, these comments, bruh,
I'm
we
loving that.
have some powerful things that are manifesting here in these comments, and I am going to urge you all to tag somebody in the comments that you are going to pray for them specifically and really keep them uplifted and send them the
Hmm.
positive vibes for the things that they want to do. Okay. So I'm charging all of y'all that done put something down to tag somebody. I want to see it. Erica, I got so and so. Aisha got so and so. Latoya got so and so. Okay. Because this is what community is about, right? Is us really taking the time to make sure that we're supporting each other. So y'all don't put it out in the atmosphere now, okay?
Can we say for a minute here? I hope I'm saying your name right, Naisha. She even cut a few family members, like, just because they are blood real. And I know how you feel about this, Kimberly.
Listen, I'm like, I'm not gonna even get on my
Nope.
soapbox.
Just because they are blood related, toxic is still toxic. If they are not bringing the positivity, again, thank you for the season. I wish
Yes,
you well. So
yes,
don't be
honey.
afraid.
Maisha says she went Edward scissor hands. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, y'all, we definitely want you to be intentional. If you didn't really have an answer to what this question is, we want you to think about that. Like, what will do you want to continue with into 2022, or what new will do you want to put into place, right? And again, if y'all get the audiobook, I'm telling you, it's dope.
I
You
am.
will not regret it.
You've sold
Okay,
me. I'm getting it.
pun intended. All right. So, do you watch Queen
No, I feel like I'm about to get in trouble.
Sugar? And why is that,
I've
Aisha?
I've never seen an episode. Not a one.
Not one.
Not a
So
one.
you don't know about Ralph Angel?
No, no, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. Do
I'm
y'all
busy.
watch
I don't
Queen
know.
Sugar? I'm not gonna
Please,
like
please don't judge me.
I'ma just say, okay,
Dang, Maisha
too
said I
late.
got to give her the card. I knew
My
it. I knew somebody.
Maisha said that's a wrap. Okay.
I'm
So
sorry.
Nisha, yes, Queen Sugar is binge worthy. You haven't yet watched it, but it would be worth watching. And
Okay.
actually season 6 just ended. So now is a good time because it kind of wraps up. But what we have learned is that season 7 is going to be the last and final season of Queen Sugar.
Thank you,
I feel
Andrea.
like I'm not gonna let you all distract me. I feel like our Kayla's in the comments. I'm not gonna let you listen. Hey, our
I
Kayla and Aisha and who was that? Andrea. Y'all need to go ahead on and binge it. Make have the will to do that. Okay. Go ahead and binge Queen Sugar. Again, it has 6 seasons. Next season is going to be the last. Ava DuVernay, who is the creator, she said it's a radical act that it lasted this long. And it's a testament to every single pair of hands that touched it. And she is so proud. So, next season is going to be 13 episodes. That'll be the final bit. I actually had a tweet come up in my memories today where Rutina Wesley tweeted me back. And I was like, y'all can't tell me
nothing.
but it is definitely worth watching. I feel like a lot of our really great shows are coming to an end, but they're gracefully choosing. I think it's better to choose to end than to get canceled. Okay,
Yes, because you
so
end on your own terms, and that's always the
exactly,
way to go. Thank you for
exactly.
my community that also has never seen Queen Sugar either. So
Ain't nobody. I'm not even doing this with y'all. So, anyways, um Issa Rae, Queen Issa, like I said, so many good things are coming to an end. Y'all know this is Insecure's final season.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, what are we gonna watch, y'all? Some of y'all need to create some new shows, and that's really why we wanted to highlight Issa today because there is a show on HBO Max called Project Greenlight. And on Project Greenlight, they give filmmakers an opportunity to be able to compete to win a green light on their project. Well, this season, Project Greenlight is coming back and they are looking for female filmmakers. Who out there is got that directing bug, that filmmaking, screenwriting bug? This is for you.
somebody out there has to have a story to tell. Tell your own story. Change the names of people to protect the innocent. Tell somebody else's story. We know somebody's got a story to tell, and we are here to
Yes.
bring it.
Yes. So, whoever is chosen, they are going to have the opportunity to see their film to finish, and it will premiere on HBO Max in 2023. So, this is a long term partnership. Issa, she did like a video to talk about it, and she talked about how she will be working very closely with the person that is chosen and really make sure that they see this through. So, HBO has also gone on record as saying they're committed to providing a platform for diverse and up and coming talent. And Issa is uniquely skilled in this space. Like we know, sis is out here winning. Okay. So they are excited to be partnering with her to find some female filmmakers. So if
And
that's
isn't
you
it
know
better to
somebody,
tell our own stories?
we need to get it out there. We need to get it out there. So tag people, share this with them so that they can get the information. I looked at the application and it's not too long, but they really just want to know who you are as a person more than anything. So definitely, if you got that in your spirit, go ahead on and connect with that. Okay.
Yes. I'm so excited about this. So, speaking of telling our stories and seeing ourselves represented, Tab. Tabitha Brown. She was our, I know Kimberland is busting at the
I
seams
love
about this.
Tab.
She was our beautiful brown girl spotlight. I think last show. She is just, this is her time. She is everywhere
Yeah.
doing all the things. And now she is with the children. So Tab Time is a new show that's going to be on YouTube Kids. And if you didn't know YouTube had a kids channel, they do. And you can put all the parental controls and all that on there. So Tab Time is debuting December 1st of this year on YouTube Kids. The focus is for kids age 3 to 5. There's no reason younger kids can't watch it. And there's no reason, maybe 6, 7 year old, depending on what
Mhm.
they're interested in, could watch too. It's going to be educational. It's going to be fun. There's going to be music. She's going to talk about helping others, and there's cooking and what happens when we make mistakes and
Yeah.
how things grow, how we grow as people, family, all the things. I got a little one. I don't know if I can get him to watch it because he's into lots of Lego. And so, unless Tab is doing a whole Lego episode, I don't know. But I'm just saying, check this out with your littles. And just, it'd be great to see, somebody that looks like us helping the kids in such a beautiful, wonderful, positive
Yes.
way. So
Yes.
I'm excited for it. I think I can get him to watch at least one episode.
I definitely want to watch it. I love Tab. I stand for Tab. I just love how unapologetic she is in her walk and in her faith. And like you said, this is her season,
Yeah.
and I want to be connected to everything that she does. I'm like, let it flow, honey, because God is no respecter of person. So send it my way,
And
okay?
it just looks so cute, like with cartoons, with real. So she's interacting with puppets. She's interacting with cartoons. She's interacting with real children. There's music, and I think I'm all about music. So I'll try to
Yeah.
sneak it in there with him, like let's sing a song and see what. But just all the things, and this is with the so much crowded in the children's space that's fighting and war and superheroes, and it's nice to see something different and positive and joyful. So I'm here for it, Tab. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah, and Christina said, like Blue's Clues, and Blue's Clues was kind of like the thing of our
Mhm.
generation. So come on, if Tab the new Blue's Clues on that,
If she
y'all
is
go ahead.
replacing Steve from Blue's Clues, I'm here for it.
Okay,
Let's
that's
go.
huge. December 1st, YouTube Kids. Definitely, even if you don't have littles, you can still watch.
If you're somebody says call it, Karen said call it research. If you're an
Yes.
educator and you teach elementary, you can find a way to bring this in. I'm just saying. I do that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, y'all, we got some news topics. We always have things that we want you to know about, and we want to make sure that we are providing, content about what's happening in the world. So, the first thing that we wanted to talk to you about is student loan forgiveness. Raise your hand if you got student loan.
Not me. Mm-mm.
Bruh, let me tell you something. Congratulations,
Thank you.
okay, to you. However, okay, I am out here like, listen, somebody gonna forget these loans, okay? Because sis ain't trying to pay these loans, okay? Thankfully, I had scholarships in undergrad, but honey, grad school, Lord Jesus. So anyway, all of us out here who still have student loans, this is for you. The Biden administration, there's been a lot of pressure where people have been trying to get them to forgive loans for consumers. The nation has been running just fine without nobody paying their loans, okay? But that forbearance period is about to end. So it's about to end at the end of January of 2022, right? But I'm in all of these like forgiveness student loan groups on Facebook, and they have like a last ditch effort where they want to make sure that as many people can get student loan forgiveness will be able to get student loan forgiveness. So there are a few ways that you can do that. One, you can do your income driven repayment plan. So if you are still out of work or your income has dropped because of the pandemic, this will be a great time to get connected to that because it may significantly lower your rate. Total and permanent disability. So they're forgiving 100% of those loans for people who have total and permanent disability. You got your paperwork, send it in, okay? Borrower defense to repayment rules. So some of us had gone to schools that maybe had lost their accreditation or something happened. So that might be a way to get it forgiven. Public service loan forgiveness, teacher loan forgiveness, and state programs for student loan forgiveness. Now, the way that you get this forgiven, see, Latoya just said she got an email, hers was forgiven too. What they're doing is they are allowing some of the payments that didn't count before to now count towards your 120 payments for forgiveness. So if they had told you before that the payments didn't count for whatever reason, they're counting those. So there are people left and right, just like Latoya in here, who just said that her loans are forgiven. They are getting forgiven. This is going to be in place until October 31st of 2022. So you do have time to get your stuff in order. So you want to contact your loan servicer and really get this ball on the road. Okay, y'all connect with Latoya. She'll tell you what happened. Get in those Facebook groups. I'm telling you,
The
is
people want to know about the Facebook groups for loan forgiveness. They're like, there's
yeah.
Facebook groups for that?
Yes,
Apparently.
yes. So we definitely wanted to make sure y'all know about this and get all the parameters and all of those things there so that you're able to get your loans forgiven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this link into the chat for you all. And this link gives some additional information. And like I said, reach out to your loan servicer so that you are able to get all of the information and you know your unique circumstance. So,
And it will let you know if Sarah's asking about school psychologist. Go to the link. It will tell
yeah.
you who's getting forgiven and who's not.
And your loan service provider can tell you all of that information. So I would say that's your first line to go and then network with some people who have been successful at it. So,
There we go. Oh Lord. Okay, so from loan forgiveness to maybe some folks are looking for some political forgiveness. We know that when Kamala they were campaigning, we pushed hard for her. We hoped for so much, just like magically she'd come into office and things would get changed and fixed and all the things. It doesn't look like that's happening. And a lot of the West Wing aides are really sort of throwing up their hands. They're feeling frustrated, exasperated, because there seems to be a lot of dysfunction in her cabinet. And a lot of that's also coming from the rooms that she is and isn't being let into. So it seems that Kamala is there, but she's not always actually there. She's not involved in some of the important press briefings. She's not involved in some of the important decisions that a lot of VPs usually, as far as we know, are involved in. And there seems to be not friction, but some distance and some cracks in the Oval Office as far as what she's doing as vice president and what she's being allowed to do. And those are two very different things. So so we have a question for you. We want to know, how do you feel about Kamala Harris's performance so far over the past 10 months? And it's been almost 10 months exactly. And kind of a second part to that, is she so far, from what we see, the recipient of unfair scrutiny as the first Black female vice president? So, Kimberland, what are you thinking?
I'm kind of on the fence about Kamala. So I was not a Kamala supporter when she was running for president. I definitely appreciated the fact that she was a Black woman and, all of that. But she wasn't my first choice. Nonetheless, when she was chosen for VP, it's time to get on board, went in hard in the paint for her.
Yep.
I think it's a combination of both of these. I can say there have been moments, for instance, when she said that racism is not a problem in America or something, that I'm loosely paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Like, you can control that, sis. Like that ain't nobody keeping you out of no room. Like, why would you
Think
say
about
such
what
a
you're
thing?
saying.
Yeah, I did see that she tweeted something after the Rittenhouse um
Verdict.
thank you. After that verdict, and I feel like she's now trying to backtrack. I don't know. Some days I feel like and so this is the unfair scrutiny part, is I do think just like we did with Obama, we put like all of the black existence problems
On
on her
her.
shoulder and it's like, fix this because you're there, right? And that's not how things work. So I think the things that she's championing are getting held up because of politics and divisiveness and all of that, the filibusters that are happening and
Mhm.
all of that. But I do feel that the things that she is responsible for, she needs to do a better job of showing up for us. And I can't say that I'm really ecstatic about how she's done that.
I think, and Irma brings up a good point that a lot of times with VPs, they really are behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Mm-hmm.
don't hear as much from them. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like because of who she is as a Black female, we are suddenly expecting that she's going to be more in front of the curtain than any other vice president is.
Right.
So I feel like we're expecting her to be the one in charge more than we would any other VP. And she's not.
Mm-hmm.
She's not the president. So
Right.
we're expecting her to magically get in there, snap her fingers, everything's fixed. And if she does, or I should say, when she does make a mistake, it's kind of like you remember when everybody went crazy because Obama wore a tan suit? Oh, dear
Yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If when she makes the smallest of mistakes, that another VP, they'd be like, brush it off, no big deal.
Right. It's amplified.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the
Yeah.
unfair scrutiny part. Um, I think she's got a tough road, and we knew that, and she knew
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I think every day, though, we get proven how tough that road is.
Yeah.
Um, and I sometimes I wonder, like, were you just a prop, you know?
Mm.
And I hate to say that, but that's what it feels like sometimes. And maybe that's
Yeah.
putting unfair scrutiny on her. I don't know.
But I agree with that somewhat, especially in the getting closed out of spaces.
Hmm.
That yeah, it is like a mascot, type of
Yes,
situation. We need these votes, so let's get you in here. I am not pleased with President Biden's performance thus far. So I definitely get that she has a set of unique circumstances.
yeah,
I just want those opportunities when she is like when the mic is in your face. I need you to speak the truth. Like
yeah.
and I understand like politics, but still, I need her to show
when
up
you
a
when
little
you have
better.
the mic, take a moment, breathe, and hold on to that mic,
Yeah.
and then we need to see you come through. But we also just need her to be given the mic more often, or
Yes,
at
for
least
sure.
at least as much as any other VP would have been
Correct.
given the
Yeah.
mic.
And granted, it's only been 10 months, so they can turn this ship around.
Please do.
But that's the word on the street right now. So I think we just continue to hold her accountable and hold the administration accountable to what they said they were going to do. We put you
Right.
in office, and now you need to do what you said you were going to do. And I think that's only fair
Because we will remove you
with
from
anyone.
office too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anybody could get it. Edward Scissorhands. Okay, no.
Cut. I love it. I love it. So, kind of with having to cut people, for your self care moment here, we've talked a lot about magazine covers before. And I remember a few months back, we looked at a magazine cover. It was Simone Biles, and it just did not do her any justice at all. I don't think it was Essence. I want to say it was Vogue. I don't remember. But this time around, Essence is doing it, and they are doing it right. They have
Yes.
three beautiful covers for the end of the year, for the month of December, I believe, for the year of radical self care. We've got journalist Nicole Hannah Jones, the GOAT. of all gymnastics time, Simone Biles, and the amazing Lizzo. Just looking stunning. I have a favorite. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Which is your favorite?
Simone Biles.
Is
Hands,
it?
hands down, girl. Uh, I love the Nicole one. I feel like her hair and her dress are competing because of the red
Ah,
on red.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Lizzo, I wanted more like that. I want Lizzo. Like I feel like they gave me
Mm-hmm.
demure Lizzo,
Mm.
but
You
Simone,
want a in your face bold Lizzo.
yes, I did.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
Simone, her skin, her hair, that dress, that hand on the shoulder, girl, that cover is everything to me. And I
Yeah.
love seeing her hair because she's in gymnastics. It's always up in a ponytail and real
Mm-hmm,
fun.
mm-hmm,
I was like,
mm-hmm.
I didn't know you had that much hair. But
Yeah.
just that's my favorite, hands down. What about you?
Yeah. I would agree. I think Simone showed up the best on this. I wonder if the design style team for Lizzo was trying to show another side of her.
Possible.
Um, that she is a vulnerable person, and just because we have pieces of our personalities where we show up bold, we still have feelings, because I
Right.
feel like Lizzo has gone through so much scrutiny this year. Um, so I wonder if that was like an intentional decision. But what I'll say, those two, I love Lizzo's, but I think Simone's got it for me. But I'm so excited to like read. I'm not like really a magazine person anymore, but I really want to read this magazine because I would love to hear what these ladies have to say about radical self care.
Mhm.
That is something I'm embracing like on a daily basis. So I think that these are three powerful women to have in this position. So
And
they piqued
especially
my
too,
interest.
I know I don't know a lot about Nicole Hannah Jones, but especially I feel like Lizzo and Simone have been so much in the forefront with
Hmm.
their own self-care journey lately. Especially, I mean, Simone, dropping out of the Olympics for that
Right.
whole period
Yeah.
there because she needed to take care of herself.
Hmm.
I feel like I want to hear their stories in
Yeah.
particular, very much so right now. Like
Yeah.
what is this journey like for you, Lizzo, living the life that you do? What has it been like for you, Simone? I want to hear Nicole Hannah Jones too, more so.
Hmm.
I just don't know her story,
Hmm.
but I'm all about. I want to hear Lizzo and Simone's for
Yeah,
sure.
I actually relate to Nicole Hannah Jones' story the most. She's the 1619 Project and
Oh,
working in DEI spaces. Like, I am very interested in what she has to say. But yeah, y'all, this is a December edition, so it should be out soon. And apparently, you get a choice of covers. So when you go and pick that up off of the shelf, hopefully all three of those beautiful ladies will be there. So
yeah,
there's also some information about Tabitha Brown in there. So
there you
how
go.
about that? How about that? So these lovely ladies are a sample of some of the greatness that is happening out here in spaces of educated Black women. So here you see Joyanne Reed and Abby Phillips, as well as Lettucey. And it came out this week as the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated
Just give us the Delta.
landed
Give us the Delta, Kimberland. Come on.
landed in Atlanta for our national convention, and we have six new honorary members. So I want to tell you a little bit about these ladies. I am so proud. They are all honorary members. That is the highest recognition that you can get in a Black Greek letter organization. So on the second day of our 55th National Convention, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated welcomed journalists Joyanne Reed and Abby Phillips, singer Lettucey, as well as former Navy Admiral Michelle J. Howard, Ambassador Atala Shabazz, and Colette B. Smith, the NFL's first Black female coach. So it is with joy that we welcome these phenomenal, devastating divas into the Sisterhood Lifetime membership. Okay, in Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
There she goes. There she goes. I was waiting. I'm not a sorority girl at all. So I'm here on the sideline like, okay, can I be an alumni? Can I be an honorary? What's a girl got to do?
It's not too late to be a part of an alumni chapter.
Do I have to go back to school for it? Because
No, ma'am.
no
You
way.
do not.
We're gonna have to talk after this. I'm just saying.
We'll talk offline, dear.
Okay.
We'll talk offline. Okay. But thank you again to those ladies. Between Delta and Sab is an AKA Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, we have snagged up some phenomenal people this year. So it's just so amazing as members of the Divine Nine of really thinking about the imprint that we're making on the world. So shout out to these beautiful ladies who now get to proudly rock their newsletters. So
There you go.
yay.
Congratulations, ladies, and welcome to the Divine Nine, or I don't know the right words.
All of
Good
it.
Good on you. There we go.
All of that is applicable. So yes, thank you all. All right, so we do have some COVID updates. Again, we want to make sure we are keeping you all in the loop of everything that is happening. Some of the biggest news that happened over the past couple weeks is that the U.S. lifted the travel restriction ban for people who are vaccinated. And this comes after 18 months of the U.S. Banning people from entering the country, only able to travel under extreme circumstances, right? So they lifted that travel ban, and now I think they had two planes that left from England to celebrate being able to come back to the United States. So that's a really big deal that came out. So if you had any family members that were wanting to come into town, they're now able, as long as they're fully vaccinated and they have their vaccination cards with them.
I saw there were airports where there were parades going in the
Yeah.
airport and people dressed up to welcome, folks in. I was like, okay, I don't have anybody overseas wanting to come visit. So
Yeah, they're excited. So it's a big deal.
So in keeping with that, with the vaccination, if you're wanting to travel, we do know now that the FDA has authorized Pfizer and BioNTech and Moderna to have COVID vaccine boosters for all adults. So that'd be your third shot. And I know a lot of folks are like, why do I need a booster if the vaccine works? There are boosters for shots all the time. Our kids have to get them the 12-year-old booster to go into middle school, into 7th grade. If you get a flu shot, you get your flu shot every year. That's basically a booster as well. So this is no different. Excuse me. And we just want, and this has been approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. It happened last Friday as well, authorized the boosters for a vaccine for all adults. We do want to remind you too, there is also a Pfizer vaccine for kids now age 5 to 12. So up until recently, that vaccine for the kids was only to age 12. They've now done enough studies. They've now done the research and all of that to say that it is okay for kids age 5 to 12. And they, just like the adults, will get the 2 shots. We don't know yet if there's a booster or if there will need to be a booster for the kids. But really, the vaccine is there to help. It does not eradicate you getting COVID. But if you do get COVID, the understanding is the vaccine, according to the FDA and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, says that it will lessen your symptoms, keep you, out of the hospital, out of intensive care. And we do know they call them, I think they're called lifers or something like that. If you get COVID, a lot of the after effects that linger on for a lifetime.
The long haulers.
The long haulers, thank
Mhm.
you. That the vaccine is supposed to kind of eradicate that you don't become a long hauler. So I am somebody, this is just me, Aisha, not beautiful brown girls, but I believe in the vaccine. I've seen it help a lot of people. I've seen people who didn't get it who are no longer with us, unfortunately. So do what you need to do for you to feel safe. Do your research. But if you feel so inclined to get the vaccine, thank you.
Yeah. And so there was also additional news along with that is that Pfizer is coming up with or they have already come up with a
Yeah.
COVID treatment pill. So the Biden administration has bought 10 million courses of the Pfizer COVID treatment pill, and it costs $5 billion. So President Joe Biden is saying that delivery will start at the end of the year. So as we are talking about the vaccine and this treatment pill is supposed to help those who actually contract COVID, we're wondering, would you be willing to take the COVID treatment pill if you did find yourself with COVID?
I'm curious though, is this treatment pill for treatment if you aren't vaccinated and you get COVID, or if you are vaccinated and you get COVID? Like, I just personally, I need a little more information. Like, I mean, I take Tylenol when I have a headache. So,
Mm-hmm.
I take a prescription when my back is hurting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not opposed to taking treatments,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want to know who's this intended for in the grand scheme of COVID life. That's my
Yeah, I'm not sure. Didn't find that in the research. Um, so I think it interesting. Um, to Karen's point, treatment is what they want. There's lots of money to be made.
Mhm.
I recently have made this turn of trying to be as holistic as possible. So, not really a fan of having to take anything for anything unless it is some type of plant based something. Um, so I don't know. I feel like the pharmacy, big pharma is a thing,
Oh
and they're
yeah.
always pushing, some type of agenda. So, like you, I would need additional information, but I definitely am leaning towards a more holistic approach
Yeah.
for ailments, period. But yeah, they've spent a crap load of money on getting it. So
Well, and
don't
then
be
the other question too is, 10 million courses, it seems like a lot. That's not everybody in the US.
correct. Correct.
So who of
Under
the
what conditions?
exactly, under what
Hmm.
conditions is this going to be available to somebody, and under what conditions and in what neighborhoods? Let's be
Hmm.
real
That
here.
too.
Is
Yeah,
this going to be available?
that too.
So I want to know
Yeah.
that too.
So we'll have to keep our ear to the ground, y'all, to see what that looks like, what they do with that. But know that it's something that is coming up that may very well be at your physician's office
Yeah.
pretty soon. So just
I was
kind of
chuckling at Maisha, not your health concerns, Maisha, but she said she wants it all. Pop that pill, shoot it up. I'm like, okay, girl. Yes, ma'am.
she's trying to make sure she is protected. Okay.
She is.
I
It's like, if
feel
we can
that.
wrap you in a bubble wrap, we will. It's okay.
Yes, I feel that. All right, so we have some Black Lives Matter updates, and I'm going to say, just kind of on the front end of this, we're not
Mhm.
going to spend a lot of time talking here. We really want to just give information because we recognize that some of this can be triggering. So if you find yourself in a position where you're like, I can't even no more, give us about 2 to 3 minutes, okay, and we gonna be right on through here, but we do want
Yep.
to make sure that we're responsible in providing updates. So first up.
Ooh, okay. So first up is the McMichael Bryan case. Let me just clarify. This is not the Ahmaud Arbery case. Ahmaud Arbery is not on trial. McMichael and Bryan are the three gentlemen on trial. What we know is that there was new testimony that was heard in the McMichael Bryan case, that there is video showing that Ahmaud Arbery never once stole anything from the construction site that he was accused of stealing something from before they chased him down and he was murdered. The defense attorney in the trial did also seek a plea deal for one of the defendants. I believe it was for William Roddy Bryan Jr., one of the defendants. And it was actually declined. So this is according to Ahmaud Arbery's mother's lawyer. Excuse me.
And they did have closing arguments today, I saw.
So we will see. And what we know too is there have been a lot of, shenanigans that have happened in this trial, things said by the defense attorneys and all of that. So in light of what we saw recently with the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict, we probably have a good idea of how this is going to turn out. We hope for the best, however, but again, there was that new testimony and video showing that Ahmaud Arbery never took anything from that construction site on the day that he was murdered. As I said, there was the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. We all know how that came out. If you were like me, it probably made you sick to your stomach. Many of us, were we surprised? No. Were we disgusted? Absolutely. Who you see on the screen right there, his name is Tyler Merritt. If you don't follow the Tyler Merritt Project, I highly recommend you do. You can also pick up his memoir called I Take My Coffee Black. He is an actor, but he is also an advocate as well, and just an amazing human being. Tyler does a lot of videos oftentimes about kind of what's happening in his world, but also what's happening in life. He did one recently when the verdict came out, and it is actually called What I See. Kimberland, do you have the link for that?
I can try to find it. I'll put it in.
I got it.
Cool.
I'm gonna drop that in. I'm gonna drop the link for that in the chat there. What I will tell you this is, in this video, he says a lot of things that we are all thinking. I will warn you that it may be triggering, so you may not, want to watch it, or you may want to watch it with a friend. But we know that verdict. I know I can't cuss, so I won't say what I really want to say. But in light of that, we want to be cognizant to mention that this is Men's Health Month, the month of November. We want you as beautiful brown women to take time to unplug, take time away to take care of yourself, but also because of this Rittenhouse verdict, because of what may happen with the McMichael and Bryan verdict coming up, to be there for our men as well. Give them that kind of place to be, that soft place, so that they feel safe, because they may very well see these verdicts. They may very well see themselves. They may very well see the trials of someone doing something to them. And it may be triggering for a lot of them. It may be triggering for some of us, for some of you. So really taking that time, be intentional, unplug, distance yourself if you have to. But again, I highly recommend take a look at this video if you can. It may express the things that you're not able to have the words for right now, and follow Tyler, the Tyler Merritt Project, just as a space to feel heard, and to know that there's somebody there that also hears you, hears our men as well. So that was a lot.
It's okay. So this is a bit of good news with a continued call to action. So it came to our attention over this past week that this gentleman, Julius Jones, was about to receive the death penalty. And I was not aware of his story prior to seeing everything come out on social media spaces. But basically, he's been in prison for a crime that he says he did not commit, and he has stuck to that. So after petitioning the governor, the governor, what's the word that I'm looking for? Oh Jesus!
Oh, he
Gave
granted
clemency. I'm
clemency.
like, what is the word? So
I had to
he
reframe that.
received. Thank you. So Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitch commuted his death sentence. So and he received clemency. So his life was spared. However, he's still
Mhm.
serving life without parole. So they are really asking, and they being advocates for Julius Jones, that we petition for him to actually for his sentence to be fully commuted and for him to be able to get out of prison for this crime that he did not commit. So if you would like, and we do urge everyone to participate in that, you can go to freejuliusjones.com, and there are lots of action items for you there to send emails, phone calls, or what have you in order to fight for him so that he is able to get out of prison. So there have been 92,000 signers so far when we pulled this on the 18th, and I'm sure that there are more now. So that is one action item.
I didn't know his story either until like it was like Kyle Rittenhouse, Free Julius
Hmm.
Jones happened like
Hmm.
within hours of
Hmm.
each other. I felt like I'll say do the research because I've researched and I'm like, these numbers don't add up. You know,
Yeah,
I'm like, these statements don't seem,
always.
copacetic. Like,
Always. So
yeah.
speaking of things not adding up, that's the situation with who we have pictured here. So on the left, we have Officer Eric DeValconaire, maybe.
Close enough.
He was found guilty on Friday of involuntary manslaughter and armed criminal action in the fatal shooting of the gentleman on the right, who's Cameron Lamb. He was 26 years old and he was shot while backing into his garage on December 3rd, 2019. Very long story short, the police officers had planted some evidence,
Hmm.
and that things weren't adding up, right? So they said that um, he shot the gun with his left hand, and he had an injury on his left hand that would have prevented him from doing that. So
I think he was right-handed anyway.
yeah, he was right-handed. Like there was they didn't see he had bullets in his pocket, but no bullets were found at the crime
Hmm.
scene. It was just a bunch of inconsistencies that happened. So thankfully because of that, the officer Dave Valconaire was convicted. I'm not sure what the sentence is yet. I don't think they've done that,
They
but
haven't.
a little bit of justice for Cameron Lamb's family, and really getting to the point of we're looking for any little thing to keep us encouraged that
Yes.
things don't aren't all bad,
Yeah.
so yeah.
And
So, on that note, we want to bring up our mental health moment for today. And this is really important because we've talked about how this stuff can be triggering. So, those of you that kind of tuned out, tune back in. Here we are. Um, so, our mental health moment today really centers on something that we've actually been talking about this whole time, which is this concept of self care. We came across this tweet and it said, "You got to resurrect the deep pain within you and give it a place to live that's not within your body. Let it live in art. Let it live in writing. Let it live in music. Let it be devoured by building brighter connections. Your body is not a coffin for pain to be buried in. Put it somewhere else." So, we thought this really important to bring up because many of us, I think Andrea mentioned earlier, she was like, my body just tensed up, right?
mhm.
Many times, just being Black in the United States, trauma, period, right? Not to mention the individual circumstances that we may have had. So we get used to carrying that trauma within our body. That's when I mentioned I wrote a blog post, I was kind of talking about that, some of the traumas that still live within us. So we have to be intentional about making sure that we release those traumas so that disease does not continue in our body, because disease can be manifested from trauma, right?
Mhm.
So, Aisha, I know you were sharing that you are a painter now. I wanted you to kind of just share really quickly about why that and what has it done for you.
So as Kimberland said, I have been a painter. I have always been an artist in some way. I have been a dancer. I was a singer. I've always expressed myself in some way. Embodying another character can be so freeing. As I've gotten older, things have gone to the wayside, and I was dancing more so just kind of like in dance classes and around the house and stuff. When the pandemic hit, and George Floyd happened, and all of these things that I my whole body, as you said, somebody said, their body
Mhm.
tensed up. My whole body, my whole spirit just was not good. And so I recently went back to a first love and have jumped into it head first without a life jacket. And that's painting. And it is something that I find I control.
Mhm.
Nobody can take my paints away from me. Nobody, I'm not relying on anybody as far as colors.
Mhm.
I'm not relying on anybody for anything. I can, if the spirit moves me and I want to use dark colors because I am in an angry mood, that's what I'm going to use. And then I
Mhm.
feel better. We had a family emergency just recently, a medical emergency for a family member just recently. And I painted something on the last night that we knew that they were healthy.
Mhm.
That was a way for me to get out my fear about
Mhm.
what they might be going through. And it has been so freeing. Now I'm to the point I paint every night, whether
Wow.
it is a small little 8 by 10 piece, whether it's an 18 by 24 piece. I paint every night. I pick out colors every night, almost every morning. It gives me something to look forward to. It gives me something. Yes, I don't mind is the devil's playground. It gives me joy.
Yeah.
I can connect with myself better. I'm not, even if I don't have the right words, I can put it on that canvas and it can speak volumes for me. Um,
Yeah.
and it's been great. It's helped me connect with my own child better, with my husband better. Like seeing, look, this is what I created, and we talk about what I see, what I don't see. All so it's I highly encourage journal, write music, sing a song. My body can't dance right now. I'm
Mhm.
still healing. Not everybody knows I was in a major car accident in July. My body is still healing from that so I can paint. I may not
Yeah.
be able to dance, I can paint. I
Yeah.
can it has been so freeing, and it's been my mental health support. So
I
yeah.
love that. And I've been following your journey, and I'll kind of adjust there just so you all can get a view of some of the paintings that Aisha has behind her. And it really is about being able to release that stuff. That's what Mexico has been for me. Physically removing myself from the toxicity and the trauma. And I
Yeah.
would say this leg of the trip has really been about releasing that and saying to myself, I'm safe. And I started to see my creativity coming back, right? And that's how Minding My Black Ass Business came about, because it was really like, this is a way that I can give back and be a voice for people who don't have that voice or aren't able to utilize their voice right now. So we really urge you all to find your creative outlet, really tap in to see what will allow that trauma to be released from your body so that you are able to be more whole, right? Remembering the will we talked about at the beginning of the show. This is a great way to tap into that. So, we do have a quick discussion that we want to have, and
I'm
then we
so
want to play
excited
a
for
game.
this.
And then we want to play a game. Okay, so we won't stay here long because we want to get to the game. But this is our discussion question for the week. And this was actually on the real. I want to know the real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the
the
real.
real. I get them confused. I'm like the talk, the thing, the real, the girls, the view.
Uh,
On the real. And the question was, if you were a man, would you date your friends? If you were a man, would you date your friends? Why or why not? Okay. So I want you all to think in your minds who your friends are, right? They say that we are the sum of the five closest people to us. So if you were a man, would you date your girlfriends? Okay. Why or why not? Okay, Aisha, go first.
I know we had talked about this the other day, and initially, because first I didn't understand the question. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I was like, am I dating them now as a woman? Like, no. Like, I was confused. So then it doesn't take much to confuse me some days, ladies. So then thinking if I'm a man, and so I was thinking like, okay, this person's closest to me. Okay, I date them. They're fun. They're a good listener. They're adventurous. And then I'm like, I got this one. I'm like, no, you a bit much. Like I wouldn't. Mm-mm. And I told. So here's the thing: is I know I have friends that if you gave that question to them and my name came up, they're like,
Uh-huh.
no, like we love her, but she's a bit much too. Like I know that. I've accepted who I am. I'm okay with that. Um, I think it just depends on the person. And it's not that like friends are toxic or anything. It's just when they're your girlfriends, you can talk to them different than
Uh-huh.
when you're the guy
When they're
dating them.
your partner. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
I don't I maybe like
So what's your final
one.
answer?
Yeah. Can I say it depends on the friend? Is that an answer? Is that an
You
option?
on the fence. You on
I
the
am. Like one
fence.
of y'all on my date. Some of y'all, no, no.
Listen, Lakia said, here are some of the conversations we had about dating. They are also part of the dating relationship problem. I
Yeah.
would not.
Any of
I
them?
have maybe a couple that
I
I
know
feel
I'm not on
like
that list because you
I
like
can
Aisha. I love you,
count.
but no.
I
It's
can
okay.
count
I'm good.
like maybe two. I would say that I'm like, okay, yeah, like sis has done the work, what have you.
Yeah.
But most of my friends, I will say, they're a lot.
Yeah.
They just be doing a lot.
The most.
Okay, and I just know the type of partner that I am. Like, I'm the type of partner. I just be doing what I'm doing. And then I be like, oh, I probably was supposed to like call or like, I just,
No,
I be
because
doing the most.
we can't both be doing the most.
Right.
Like so
Yeah.
that's not gonna work out. So see, I'm the same. I got like one, maybe two that I'd be like, okay. The rest, I can't. I don't have that much energy. I'm sorry. No.
Mm. Yeah. I'm not going to call out who said this comment, but somebody
Oh.
said, oh, a lot of my friends be cheating. So,
Wow.
I'm not gonna say who said it. I'm just saying.
Woo.
But yeah, I feel like no, and it's so funny because I would think like we would have similar types of requirements, if you will, for our girlfriends that we have for our partner.
No.
Um, but no, they're not, right? And
No.
like you said, you can talk to one of your girlfriends very differently. I think
Then
like when my friends be doing the most, I'll be like, girl, bye. Okay,
yes.
bye. I will
Yeah.
talk to you next week, right?
Yep.
I as if that was my partner, like if we got to sit here and work this out and I got to rationalize with you, no,
Oh
ma'am.
no, I don't
No,
wanna.
ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am. Okay. So it
It don't
appears
mean I
that we
don't
are
love you. I just don't want to spend 24/7 with you in my house, in my
at
life.
all.
No,
At
no.
all, at all, at all. Okay, in small doses
I feel like
sometimes,
the
right?
community is there too. A lot of them are like, it's a hard no for me.
Yeah,
We just go, Robin's like, we're just gonna remain friends. So
yeah, yeah,
they're with us. This is good.
yeah, yeah. So this is something, like I said, it would be a great thing to bring up at the table, maybe, or
There you go.
maybe not. I don't
Listen,
know, but
Lynn,
at the
Linda's
same.
like, her friends are married, so it's a no.
Linda, that's a cop out. No, no. If
See,
they weren't
we're just
married,
saying hypothetically, if they weren't married, would
Linda, you and
you?
Aisha got to get off the fence, okay? Y'all got
I
to come
said,
on here
listen, I
and
said I'm
and
off
come
the
on with the
fence.
come on.
I said I'm off the fence. I'm right there with you. Like I got one or
Okay.
two that I'd be like, okay, the rest of y'all, no, no, no.
Okay. All right. I'm just checking. I'm just checking. But yeah, this might be a cute question to ask at the Thanksgiving table. It would cause a lot of conversation, possibly. But speaking of that, we want to know what you want on your Thanksgiving table. Okay. So we are going to play a quick game of One's Got to Go. Okay. One's got to go. So here we have side dishes. All right. So y'all get ready in the comments to tell us which one's got to go. So A, we have a dressing stuffing type situation. Okay. Depending on where you're from, in the bird, out the bird.
Yeah.
Okay. B, we have that good old mac and cheese. Uh huh. C, we have candied yams. And D, we have collard greens.
Oh,
Okay. So one has to go. This is so easy for me, child.
who's going? What's going?
E is not an answer, Arcayla. Y'all not following the rules, okay? A, B, C, or D. Let me tell you something. Them greens got to go.
Karen
Okay.
asked who cooked.
Them greens got to go.
It
I'm
don't
not eating no greens. I don't care who
really.
cooked them. I don't care where they from. I don't care if it was Big Mama. Like I do not. I
I
don't eat greens. Greens are
oh
juicy grass. Every year we have this conversation. And y'all threaten to take my black card. I don't even care. I'm not eating no juicy grass with ham hocks in it.
well,
I ain't doing.
listen. I'm eating the grass, but I don't like mac and cheese just in general.
Who are you?
My daddy taught my mama how to make the best collard greens. Okay, and he's from the south, so I like collard greens. Put a little ham in it. Yes, I like collard greens, but I'm not a mac and cheese fan. But
Not
we'll
a
have it at the
mac
house because
and cheese.
my son loves mac and cheese. So we make it. Maybe it's because I think it's like a kid food. I don't know. I don't know.
I,
Naisha said, "Oh, I'm
no
done."
mac and
I,
cheese. Linda says she on your team.
thank you,
Okay,
thank
okay.
you, Linda. Thank you, appreciate
Robin, I know they got vitamins in them. It's grass.
you.
Shoot.
Kimberland, you
Okay,
need to eat collard greens because you said you're trying to be more healthy and holistic.
girl, I ain't
Eat
about to
the grass.
listen. No. Okay. Next up, we have our main meat. Okay. So we have A, like a Cornish hen type of situation. Okay. B, we got that honey baked ham. You see. Uh, C, we have a turkey. Okay.
Okay.
And D, we have a turkey sandwich because some people just don't eat the traditional thing.
Okay. But
So,
like the turkey sandwich is what you make with the turkey when you're having the leftovers. Like that's not the main course to
so
me.
y'all want to, so let's put it together then. Let's just say turkey,
Okay.
Cornish hen, or ham.
Okay. The Cornish hen gotta go.
Okay.
There's no chicken on things. Now, the only other thing is the ham would have to go for me only if it's cooked with pineapple because I am deathly allergic to pineapple.
Oh man.
So don't you put no pineapple on my ham unless you're
That
trying to
ham
kill
with
me.
that pineapple and that
Mm-mm.
coke with that brown sugar.
I'll end up in the hospital. It will not be
Oh
pretty.
boy. Okay, my goodness. So getting
Otherwise,
rid of the
yeah, otherwise I love ham, but not with the pineapple. I can't.
so Linda said, "Where's the roast?" So if the roast was here, would you keeping the roast?
I think so. Somebody said roast to me the other day too, when I was like, really a roast? Like that just blew my mind. I was like, what?
So all of them could go except the ham for me. I don't eat chicken, and
Yeah, no,
turkey
yeah.
and chicken are cousins. So
Yeah.
it can all the leftover all of it. Bye.
I want
Ham
the
it
turkey
is.
and the ham, but like I said, no pineapple. But the Cornish hen, that's not even a real chicken. It's small. It's not a
Okay.
real it's not a real chicken. It can go.
Okay. All right. All right. So next up, we got that good old dessert. Okay. Got the save room for the dessert. So A, we have a red velvet cake. Okay. B, we have pumpkin pie. C, we have sweet potato pie. And D, we have pecan pie.
It's not pecan.
No, pecan. Okay. What you getting rid of?
What you getting rid of? I feel like this is
First of all, that pecan pie could go because that ain't nothing but sugar.
okay.
Okay. The pumpkin pie could go. Okay, because I know like. Let me see.
You getting rid of all? You only had to get rid of one.
All of them. They could all go. Be
All
honest with
of
you. All of them. I'm gonna have me some banana pudding. That's what I'm gonna have.
them.
How about that?
I'll eat the banana pudding, but traditionally, so the pecan, not pecan, the
Who
pecan.
says that?
My dad. He's from Richmond, Virginia. They the South. That's how he says it.
Who says pecan? Okay, focus.
So
What?
sorry. The pecan pie can go because I don't like nuts anyway. So I don't want
Mm,
nuts in none of my food. The red velvet can go because I'm just not a fan.
mm,
Uh, leave me with some warm pumpkin pie with some
mm.
cold vanilla ice cream on it, or whipped cream, or both. I'll be in the corner over there just okay. Y'all leave me alone. As my blood pressure.
I ain't gonna even say that. I ain't gonna even say nothing. I ain't gonna even say nothing. I'm
I'll
gonna
be
just
there.
move to the. I'm gonna move
We
to the
got a
next
pumpkin
category.
pie. We got a pumpkin pie sitting in my fridge right now. I ain't
We're
playing.
moving on. We're moving on. It's time to have a drink. Are we having eggnog, sweet tea, coquito, or apple cider?
I'm probably having the apple cider, but I want it spiked. I want some rum
Mm,
in that cider.
mm.
I do not do eggnog. Eggnog,
No.
I don't care how much you put in, how much rum, whatever. It's thick. It's not. Ugh. It's like, can I just drink, pumpkiny flavored slime? Ew, no.
Oh.
Keep the eggnog. Peace out, eggnog. Bye. No, ma'am.
So I started to say the eggnog because I'm lactose intolerant, but you see, they make the silk eggnog, you see.
Oh, I've
So it
never
don't
had
tell
that.
my inside. I think I would get rid of the apple cider. Yeah, I think I would get rid of the apple cider. I have
Have you
actually
ever
never
had
had.
coquito?
No, I was about to say that. I have actually never had coquito, but just on the strength of the coquitos rap out here in these streets, I'm with it. I'm
It's
with it.
staying.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I would, yeah, get rid of the apple cider.
See,
Yeah.
I'll keep your apple cider. You can have my eggnog. You can drink the cinnamon slime. Have your pumpkin
Oh
slime.
my God. Now I'm not gonna ever be able to drink it again because you're freaking calling it cinnamon slime. That's not
It's
okay.
gross. Oh.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. Anyway, so we are getting ready to land this ship, but first, we always have our beautiful brown girl spotlight, and this one we were talking about the littles earlier with tab time, so this one is for our littles. So Aisha, tell us.
I'm so excited for this. This is the creator of, if you're like me and you're scrolling through Facebook and you get those ads because they like saw what you looked at one time and now it's like, who's watching me? I'm shopping for my kid a lot of times, and this came up. It's called Dreams and Jammies. And then do you have the picture of the maybe not? I don't know. It was started, and Lord forgive me, what is her name? I just forgot the man's name. Dreams and Jammies. It is a company. The starter of it, the creator of it, she is a 2-time breast cancer survivor. And she started this because she really wanted to have a way to represent little girls of color when in a space that's not represented. We see, superheroes and the cartoon characters and all that. And a lot of times, either they're very unrealistic faces or they're white faces. Let's be real here.
Mhm.
So she started Dreams and Jammies, and I love this picture of this little girl here. She also has a line for little boys as well, and this one is one of them, super ready for bed. My son, I actually bought two pairs of these pajamas already, of Dreams and Jammies. They hold up very well. They're super cute. There's actually one that has positive affirmations. So we always talk about the positive affirmations for ourselves, and it's so important to pour into our kids those positive affirmations, believing in themselves. I am strong. And so she has one that could go boy or girl. It says, I think it's, I am strong, I am brave, I am kind, I am loved. So we really just wanted to highlight this. If you want to go and get Dreams and Jammies, you can find them on Facebook. You can find Dreams and Jammies. They're just, if you go into Dreams and Jammies, the name of the creator, her name is Simone Edmondson. She's right out of Savannah, Georgia. And it's just a great company for our littles to have that representation, boy or girl, representing supporting a beautiful brown girl who's doing the thing. And like I said, she is a 2-time breast cancer survivor. So right then and there, more power to her, celebrating our young queens and our young kings too, in really cute jammies there. So I was so happy to find
Oh,
her and to find this. So
I love that. That is so cute.
this clothing.
Our kids never get to have like their faces on stuff. So,
No. And I'll
um,
tell you what though, it's cool too because like the little boy sets, you saw the one that says super ready for bed. He looks like
mhm.
Black Panther. Like we have my son, obviously, let's be real here. I'm light skinned. My son is light skinned. But we have conversations like that little boy has the same hair as my child. If y'all ever saw him, woo! Um,
Love
so we have
it.
conversations about, having brown skin and what's it feel like to have something that looks like you on your clothes. And it's just great to have that conversation. Let me tell you, he picks those pajamas almost more than any of his other pajamas.
Wow.
Yeah. So like
That's
I know
awesome.
that means something to him. So Dreams and Jammies, Simone
Cool.
Edmondson, really proud
All
of her.
right. Y'all go check it out with the dreams and jammies. Okay.
Yeah.
Or they could make a good gift too, for some of the little people in your life. So definitely check those out. We want to thank you all for hanging out with us.
Yes.
As always, we always have such an amazing time with you all. We do have a announcement though, kind of sad, but not really. As we are getting ready to enter a new year, we are coming to our last show for 2021. So, our next show is going to be our last show for the year before we shut it down for the holidays and really focus on transitioning. So, our next show is going to be on December 6th. Sab will be back. Aisha will be in the comments.
I will.
And and we're going to close the year out with a bang. So, think about what in intentions you're going to bring
Mhm.
into the new year, because we'll be talking about that and really doing some reflecting on what this year has been like for us. So we also want to make sure that you all are connected to us, right? Because when we come back in 2022, we're coming back bigger and better and stronger. So we want to make sure that you know where we are and that you're connected to all of the things that we're doing. So we want to remind you about our VIP space, members.beautifulbrowngirls.com, where you're able to get your VIP membership and stay in the loop. We also want to make sure that you're connected to us on our website, beautifulbrowngirls.com, as well as our Facebook page, Beautiful Brown Girls, our Facebook group, group, Beautifully Shaded. Follow us on Instagram at Beautifully Shaded and on Twitter at Beautiful Brown You. As long as you are connected to us in all of those spaces, you shouldn't miss a thing. Okay. So make sure that you go ahead and click those links and get connected. So, Aisha, tell the people where they can find you.
Yes. I have to say it has been such a joy being here tonight with you, Kimberland, being with the ladies. Like I'm so happy to be on this side for a change of the comments there. But you can find me on Facebook at Aisha RC. Send me a message so I'm like, oh yeah, that's who you are. Okay, because I don't friend just everybody. I ain't gonna lie. But you can also follow me on Instagram. Actually, you'll follow me on Instagram at Art in Between, where you can follow my art journey. What that looks like. The art is for sale. Let me just say that. So if you see a piece that moves you, DM me for pricing and all of that. I would be delighted to share that with you. You can follow me on Twitter at Aisha underscore RC as well. And be on the lookout. That's why you got to follow my IG journey, Art in Between, because I will be opening up an Etsy store for all of my art as well. I'm working on Yes, I'm working on the Etsy store in the coming months. That is my willful intention for the coming year as well. But please, I would love for you to follow my art journey. And I thank you all for your support and for looking out. And I'll see y'all on the other side.
Yes, so excited to have you. You make this easy, so
Thank you,
happy to
girl.
have you anytime, right?
Yes.
Um, you all can follow me at KimberlandJackson.com, on Facebook at Kimberland Jackson, Instagram at Kimberland J. You can also tap into my podcast, The Whole Child.tv, as well as my new brand, mindingmyblackAssBusiness.com. 2022 is going to be phenomenal. Like when I tell you all that my strategy coach is a taskmaster, but doggone it, he's good. So definitely want to make sure you're connected for all the amazing content. Again, I wrote a blog post the other day. So if you feel so led, you can go to my website, KimberlandJackson.com, and check that out. I would love for you to leave me a comment if it spoke to you. Lastly, we just want to wish you all an amazing Thanksgiving. Take some time to share with your families. And for those of you that may be doing it solo, know that we are sending you love. Some of us will be hanging out in our members network, right?
Yes.
To just
Yes.
make sure that we're checking on each other. But definitely want to wish you all a good holiday. And we will see you back here on December 6th for our last show of 2021.
Take some time, unplug, ladies. Take some time for yourself and have a blessed, happy, safe Thanksgiving. And if I don't see you, because I think we had our last Friendsgiving was our last virtual event for Hey Beautiful. I'll see you back in January for that as well.
Yes.
And take care of yourselves.
Bye, y'all.